everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers and welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, tag me, and don't forget to give it those thumbs up. It helps to circulate and grow the channel. This is the part 2 of the pineapple 3D flower with leaves. Like I mentioned in the previous video, it would have been too long, and even though with this one I probably have to go to the third part because of the flowering and putting the leaves together. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to continue where we left off, and we left off doing 16 chain, get you closer, 11 double crochets in the middle of the leaves, and 2 groups of 4 double crochet with 2 separation in the middle of the 2 groups where the leaf is. Okay, and now we've closed in with the slip stitch on the 3rd place here. We're going to walk through the middle and on this one here, we'll get you a little bit closer just to make sure, and do a single crochet. Just check where I am. I'm on top of the leaf, so I don't want to make a mistake here. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 groups inside of here of 4. So go up 2 chain with a single, mix 3. That would consider a double crochet. We're going to do 3 more, which will equal the 4 double crochet. So now we have 1 group. We're going to do 2 chain and 4 more double crochet, all in the same space. So we have 2 groups, we need 1 more. 2 chain and 4 more double crochet, all in the same space, because this will be creating it's going to be the split of the pineapples. Okay, I'll show you here so you have a better understanding. So you see it goes 1 pineapple here, and then this for the other pineapple. That's why we need to create these 3 groups. Okay, now we're going to do 14 chain stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Try not to tighten too much so it doesn't pull too much on the material. And where we have the 11 double crochets, we are going to go over the double crochet with double crochet with 1 chain separation, next space double crochet, 1 chain separation. So we're going to have a total of 11 double crochets on top of the double crochet with 1 chain separation between all of them. So double crochet, 1 chain separation, double crochet, 1 chain separation. So very simple, nothing to it. No, I didn't do my separation here. And the last one. So if you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 14 chain again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Come into the next space and do the 3 groups of 4 double crochet again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, chain separation, and 4 more inside of the same space. 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. 1, 2, chain again, and 4 more double crochet in the same space. 3 and 4. So you have your 3 groups with 2 chain separation, and then 14 chain again, and repeat the process. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you come where the 11 double crochets are. You have the first one here, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and you proceed the same way all the way around. For this row, nothing changes. So double crochet, whoops, 1 chain, and if you find it's too fast for you, you can go on the right hand top. There's 3 little dots. You can click on there and slow down the video. You can put the speed you would like to see it at. So this is pretty much what it's going to be like on this row. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, so we finished our chain. We're going to come in the 3rd place here, close it in with a slip stitch, go in the center here and walk to the middle. We have to go all the way to the middle here of this one. So we're going to walk through the middle of these stitches with slip stitch, just like that, as you can see, and then come to the middle of the 2 groups here, single crochet. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, actually 2, because with the single makes 3, and we're going to do the group of 4 double crochet here, because now we're going to start the pineapples. 1, 2 chain separation, and 4 more double crochet in the same space. 1 more. Now we're going to do 12 chain stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to come where we have all our double crochets. We're going to close it in with single crochet here, like that. We're going to do 3 chain, next double crochet on top of it, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, next one, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, next one, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, next one, single crochet, 3 more chain, next double crochet on top will be the single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, 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 1, 2, and 3, and the last one. this is how it's going to look like. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little loops over the double crochets. Again, 12 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We come into our first loop here where we have the groups and do 4 double crochet in the same space. 2, 3, 4. 2 chain separation and 4 more in the same space. 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. So it's going to look like this. Okay, we're going to turn our work to the back. We're going to walk to the middle with a slip stitch. Coming to the middle here, single crochet, go up 2 chain. It would equal a double crochet. And we're going to do the 2 groups of 4 double crochet inside of here, the same way as we've been doing. 2 chain separation and 4 more in the same space. Like that. Now we're going to do 10 chain. We're cutting down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't tighten it too much. We're going to come in our first loop here and close it in with a single. 1, 2, and 3. Next loop, single. 1, 2, and 3. Next loop, single. 1, 2, and 3. Single. 1, 2, and 3. Next loop, single. 1, 2, and 3 chain. 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 Next loop, single. 1, 2, and 3 chain, and the last loop, single. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're cutting down now. We're doing these pineapple little loops here. Okay, and for the chains, we keep cutting down 2 on the chains now. Okay, well, we're still going to do the 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to come into the center of our group here and do the 2 groups. Now we're going to keep going back and forth on this pineapple until the end, and then we cut the thread and we continue on the next pineapple, and then we'll be done. So we have 4 double crochet, 2 chain, and 4 more double crochet. Turn our work, go to the middle with a slip stitch, get to the middle, single, go up 2 chain, would equal with a single would equal double crochet, and do our group again. 3, 4, 2 chain separation, and 4 more double crochet inside of the same space here. 3, 4. Now we did 10, we're going to do 8. We're cutting down on the chains by 2. Before we used to add 2, now we're cutting by 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come into the first loop, single, 1, 2, 3, second loop, single, 1, 2, 3, chain, third loop, single, 1, 2, 3, fourth loop, single, 1, 2, 3, fifth loop, single, 1, 2, 3, sixth loop, single, 1, 2, and 3, seventh loop, single, 1, 2, and 3, eighth loop, single, 1, 2, and 3, and ninth loop, single. So that means we'd have 8 now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And proceed with your 2 groups of 4 double crochet inside of the same space with 2 chain separation and 4 more double crochet inside of the same space. So you're going to have your 2 groups of 4, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is what it's looked like, and then you would turn your work again. Okay, so basically, would be doing until you have only 1 loop left of the pineapple. And once we do the 1 loop left, I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come back here, unless there's any changes on the stitches here. So always look up the video up ahead to make sure that I have not changed anything. And I'll meet with you right back if there's a bigger change with the chain stitch here. Okay, so continue back and forth on your loops and your groups of 2. And we're cutting down the chain by 2. So now this row is going to be 6. Okay, so I'm still in the same row. So basically I was counting my stitches on here. So we've done the 8 chain, right? On this last row we just did the 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did it. Okay, so it's 2. Okay, so we did our first loop here. The first loops that we started with 10 chain. We did 2 chains, or we're going to do 2 chains of 8. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes on the chains here. So we started with 10 right here, the first 10 chain to make the first loop into the pineapple. 2 rows of 8 chains. We're going to have 3 rows of 6 chains, and the last 3 rows will be of 4 chains. Okay, so 6 chains, the next 3 rows, because repeatedly the same thing. There's no point in me keep recording because it's taking too much room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 10, 2 rows of 8, and now 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to have 3 rows of 6 chains, because now we're cutting down. Everything else stays the same. Your loops of 3 chain, single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and single crochet, and we do 6 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come into your groups of 4 double crochet, and we repeat the same thing. 2 chain separation and 4 more double crochet inside of the same space. Okay, turn your work and do the next 2 rows with 6 chain, and I'll get back to you on the 3rd row of 6 chain. So I did my 3 rows of 6, so let's recap again. First row we created a loop, 10 chains, 2 rows of 8, 3 rows of 6 chains. Now we're going to do 3 rows of 4 chains. So walk to the middle of your group, single crochet, go up 2 chains, will equal double crochet, and 3 more inside of the space with the 2 that we went up, we'll make 4. 2 chain separation, 4 more in here. So we have the 2 groups again, and 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to create 3 rows, 1, 2, and 3 of 4 chain, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and create your group again. So do the next 2 rows again with 4 chain, and we're almost at the end of the pineapple. So we did our 3 rows with 4 chain. We're on the last one because we have only 1 more space left, right? We're going to proceed the same way. Slip stitch all the way to the middle, coming to the middle here, single, 1, 2, with a single would equal 3, so that would be a double crochet. Do your 4 double crochets, 2 chain separation inside of the same space, a 4 double crochet. The total are 2 groups. Now we're on the last space. Last space, we're only going to do 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. 3 chain, close it in with single, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do the 2 groups here, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and do our 2 groups again. I'm going to turn our work to the back, and I'll walk to the center. Single, 1, 2, and 3. And do the 2 groups again of 4 double crochet. 1, 2, same space, 4 double crochet. Okay. And now, no separation, we go directly into the space here and do the 2 groups. 1, 2, and 2 more. 4 more. So now we have 2 groups, which is practically at the end. Turn your work. Walk to the center. Single. Go up to chain. We're going to do 2, we're going to do 4 double crochet only. I'm going to do 1 chain. And we're going to do 4 double crochet on this side too. We're going to turn our work. We're going to walk to the center here, the middle of all of them, with slip stitch. And come into the center here and go up 1, 2, and 4 more in the middle here, and we're done. You can cut your thread. So we finished the first. We finished the first pineapple. Tuck your thread away so you don't have to come back to it anymore. Go through the loops, bring it down. I like to give it a knot just to make sure that nothing ever comes out of place. So I knot it down here, which is not noticeable, and come through the loops and get it. Cut the excess. Done. Just cut some of the... Okay, so just shorten it out for you. Our first pineapple is done. Now, you got to repeat the same thing on the next 5 pineapple spaces, so it's 6 times altogether. So you'd come here on the other space where we have, remember we created the 2 spaces, and you would create again all over the 4 groups. The 2 groups of 4, I should say, sorry. And repeat the same process, 1, 2. Now, either you can look at your pineapple and take it from there if you can remember all the stitches, or you can rewind the video and redo it with the video at the same time in order not to get mistaken. So we have the 2 groups exactly like we have here. So we have the 10 chain, and we'd come into our first double crochet, close it in with single, 1, 2, and 3, the next double crochet, single, 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to repeat the same thing just like we finished doing the other pineapple. So you're going to have 10 loops on here. Next row you're going to have 9 loops. Next row you're going to have 8 loops. So it goes down until 1 loop only. So again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chain, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And continue doing your 2 groups of 4 double crochet with 2 separation. And we're going to do all 6 pineapples the same way. So you're going to do yours, I'm going to do mine. I'll meet you at the end of the 6th one. Okay. And now the next row, you're going to continue. You're going to go inside of the middle loops, and you're going to have 9. 2 rows of 8, 3 rows of 6 chain, and 3 rows of 4 chain, and the last row of 3 chain. Meet you at the end of the 6th pineapple. Okay, everybody, so I pretty much started giving myself a head start on the flowers and the leaves, and I've decided to go with the purple, and I put a yellow pearl in the center and the lettuce green leaves. So I'm not doing the different colors of flowers because this is a thicker thread than it was with this one when I did. I went with the Carnation Flower. It's one of my favorite flowers for patterns because it really stands out, and I absolutely love this flower, so I've decided to use it on this pattern too. And I've used only one color. I'm not doing mixed colors, so because I already have a pattern with mixed colors. So if you want, you can mix your colors and you can choose the flower of your choice. I will be linking the Carnation Flower, which I have the tutorial up. I'll be linking it down on the description box if you want to create this Carnation Flower as well with the leaves. So here I am creating the Carnation Flower. Now, if you're going to create this, you will see that at one point in the back, when I'm doing these little loops back here, I'm on my last little loop, okay? So you can follow through afterwards when you go into the link to create it. When you get to the last little loop, it's like V shaped. So you have one going down, one going up. You'll see it in the tutorial. So I would lock in my last little loop on the first loop that I had created. And I go automatically inside of the loop back here, the first loop that I created. And I'll do a single crochet and 2 chain going up inside of this loop, and this is the loop going down. You have one going down, as you can see, and one going up. So you have one going down, one going up. I'm going on the one down, which is where I started. I'm going to create 5 double crochet in here. That includes with the single and 2 chain going up. That would be a double crochet. So there's 3, 4, 5 double crochet. Now here you can see the other loop going up. I'm not going to go up right away into it. After I've done the 5, I am going to grab make sure that you're facing up, right, on the right side. Don't get it mistaken. So you'd go into the next. This is optional. You don't have to do flowers, people, you know. I like to do it because it brings out the pattern very nicely. So you would count from where the pineapple is. You would count 1, 2, 3, 4. Just check here to make sure. Okay, I'll show you here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. On your 4th one, you're going to tie your flower into it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you'd grab back with back right into the corner and you'd close it in with a single crochet. And then you'd come up on the chain that comes upwards. and you do another 5 double crochet. 3, 4, and 5. You go automatically to the other chain that's going down, and you create another 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet. Now this is right in the center of the chain going down and the chain going up. So now you'd skip one space going down on your pattern, skip one, and you'd come right away into the next one right on the corner, back with back, and single crochet, and you tie it in. And then you'd come into the loop coming up, and you do 5 double crochets again. Very simple, nothing to it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I did 2 in the same loop. Give me a second because I was doing it on the same loop. It's only 5 per loop. Sorry about that. Thank God I looked. Okay, so on the one going up, and I was doing it on the same one. So you do your 5, because the attachment is right in the middle between the one going down and the one going up. So 5 double crochet, that's 3, 4, and 5. Okay, like that. Then you'd go into the next loop going down, as you can see back here, and you create 5 more. 2, 3, 4, pull my string here, and 5. Now we're in the middle again of the 2 loops. We just finished doing this going down. This one is the one going up. So now we're going to attach it. We're going to skip the first one. Let me get it closer up. We're going to skip the other first one here on the other pineapple. Okay, so now we're going to the next pineapple. Skip this one. It's the same thing as here. So you have to do the same count on this side, on this side. So you skip the first one. You do back with back. You go into the second one, right on the corner, and you close it with single. And then you go into the loop, the chain going up. You do 5 double crochet, 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to have it like that. And then you go on the loop, the chain going down, you do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you're in the middle of the chains, one going down, the one we just worked, and there's this empty one, the one going up. So now we're going to skip again. We're going to skip the next space, which is the space here. So we're going to skip this one, skip one, and you go into the next one and close it in, back with back, single crochet. And then you go in the loop going up, and you do your 5 double crochet. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now you got it attached in the 4 places by skipping one on each pineapple. Okay, so now you'd continue doing, so you'd go into the loop, the chain going down, you do your 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come into the loop coming up and you do your 5. So it's always the same thing, nothing changes. It's only to attach in 4 places, 2 on one pineapple and 2 on the other pineapple by skipping 1 space. So here's 5 again, 2, 4, 5, and you go into the chain going down, as you can see back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you come automatically to the chain going up. And you do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, going on the chain going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet. Next space, chain going up, the last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet, and the 5th double crochet. So you have your first one here that we first started. You would just come on the last 3rd space here on the first double crochet, close it in with a slip stitch, cut your thread, give another slip stitch knot there, turn your work to the back. I like to knot all my pieces to make sure that nothing saw it pass through one of the loops and just pass through inside again. And this way it's secure that it's never going to come apart. And again, come through some of the loops back here, bring your string. And hide it like that. Just gotta pull a bit here and give it one more knot right at the end. And you can just cut the axis of the, okay. So when I started my flower, I gave enough, I left a big enough string before I started my circle. So I can pass my, we're going to give it a nice little tie here. If you don't know how to still do the magic ring, do 6 chain stitch. Make sure you leave enough string behind to pass your thread to the front. So I'm passing the thread to the front. I have my little pearls here. I'm going to poke a little bit of my needle through just to make sure that there's enough hole to make the string go through it. So you'd pass your string to the front like that. Now the string is on this side, as you can see, right? I'm going to grab the needle from the bottom, from the back, and I'm just going to line it in the same direction where the string goes, so it's not crooked, and pass the string to the back. Okay, so your pearl stays firm there. You go to the back, you want to make sure that it's not too loose. so it doesn't flip-flop your, and I'm going to give it a knot here. Okay, whoops. I grab everything together. So you'd pull your string there, and then you'd pull the other one inside. You're going to give it a nice little knot to it, just to make sure that the pearl's not going to come out. And then you'd come through some of the loops back here. Grab your string through the loops in the back, right from the start. And a few more back here. And I'm going to give it one more knot back here, just to make sure that nothing is going to come apart. If you have enough thickness, if you're using a thicker yarn thread, you can split it into two. So I shouldn't be doing this with this needle, but it's a bad habit I have. You can split it into two like I was saying, and you can give it a knot, like split into two sections like that. Split it open, and you can pass through one half of the section through some of the loops like that. And then give it a knot with half and half, and another knot to be secure. So you are definitely sure that your pearl is not going to come out anywhere, okay? And then you'd cut the excess thread off, wiggle it a bit, fix it up, and here is your flower attachment onto the pattern. So two on this side by skipping one. Skip the first one, and then you would have to start by here, the fourth one, skip one, attach, and you'll have one left over. Skip the first one as you're creating, second one you attach, skip the next one, and then you attach. Okay, so now I'm going to create my leaf, and I'll show you how it's added on. Okay, so I finished creating my leaf. Well, not finished, almost. And I'm on my, here on this side, obviously, because I'm coming this way. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm missing one because it's my 5, okay? And now I just complete my 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I turn my work around. And I'd come and I'd skip again. I'd skip one space where we have touched, and come and attach on the next space by skipping one right on the corner and single crochet. I come into the first loop here, single crochet. Now I'd start grabbing the back loops only, single crochet all the way through to the middle of the leaf. Now we've reached the middle. I'd go in the center. I do one chain, and I'd come where my flower is, and I would come and attach it. You see where the loops are? I come right back here. On the first loop, in the bottom there in the middle, and attach it with single. Okay, so right away you see that we've closed in over here with the 5 stitches. So right underneath, we're in the middle of the V, going up and going down, you would attach your pattern, and then you would continue, come back to the middle of the leaf and single, and now you'd grab back loops again until almost the end of the leaf. You leave 2 loops out from the edge, so you can create that effect of the step. Okay, so now we have 3. We're going to do 1 more, and we leave 2 out. Turn our work, 1 chain, and come right away into the next space here. Slip stitch, cut your thread or your yarn, give it a little knot, come into any loop back here from the back and pull your string through it, your yarn, whatever you're using. And I'm going to give it a knot again because I like to knot everything to be secure. And just pull on it. And then go through a couple more anywhere, any of the loops back here. And just pull your thread through it. Pull it a bit so you can straighten back up. Cut the excess. And you're pretty much done adding the first leaf in. So this is the first leaf. And I'm going to create the second leaf and show you how it's added on to the leaf here on the edge. And it will be added on to almost the middle here of the flower. So it's going to be added on to the next V here, the V. So you got 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got the 4 V's. So you put on this one. We're going to put right here in the middle, and then the last one will be here. Okay, I'll get you closer, maybe coming out closer. So we put it on this one here. We're going to attach it right here, the middle one, and then we're going to attach the last one here, and then into the pattern here on this. Let me just, okay, so we got to do the same thing. We're going to count the same way here. We're going to count on this side. We're going to skip 1 and attach it into the next one. Okay, so I'll show you the second leaf, how we're going to add it on. So I'm going to create the second leaf, and once I'm almost there, then I'll show you how it's going to be added on again. Again, I just finished creating my 5th one on this side. We still have 4 because now by creating the 5th one on this side, we're going to go, and then I'll finish creating the 5th one here. So I finished creating the 5th. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to grab the corner of my leaf here that's already on there, back to back, right in the corner, single crochet. I'd come in my first back loop, single crochet all the way through. Now you have to remember, this is a 4-ply, but each country, their 4-ply is slightly different. It could be thicker or it could be thinner. This 4-ply is 100% cotton, but it's from Brazil. It's a medium thick. My 4-ply from Portugal is way thinner than this. So it does make a difference, the country that you're in. It varies the thickness and the thinness of thread or yarn. Oops, I was going right through. Okay, so we've reached the center. I was yapping away, almost forgot. So 1 chain, and we're going to grab the first V here on the middle of it, right on the bottom, in the middle of the V. So we're going to single crochet, come back into the middle, single crochet. Now we grab the first loop back here and do single crochets until the end, and we leave 2 loops out at the edge to create that effect of the steps. And then you cut your thread and tuck it in between the loops in the back. Because I've had people create some of my patterns with 4-ply from their countries, and they wrote to me saying, "Oh my God, Maggie, mine is huge. It's so big." Yeah, well, I don't know the size of your country's 4-plies. Mine is medium. It's a medium. It's a medium 4-ply, I would say. It's not really that thick. If it would have been the 6, it would have been thicker. But my 6 from Portugal is way thinner than the 4. So imagine that. So the sizes vary from country to country. If you think your 4-ply in your country is too thick, then cut down the size. Go in a smaller ply. I don't know if you have 3s or 2, just cut it down. I mean, I don't know how it works in your country, okay? Because this is not like a huge pattern, but it's a good medium size. Okay, so now we've applied, make sure. So we apply the second leaf on there, okay, so as you see. And now we have the last one. So I'm going to create it and show you the last leaf. Okay, again, I just finished creating my 5th one. Started from here. So on this side I have 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm going to come around and finish the 5th one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I turn my leaf around. I come and grab on the first one here on the corner, back to back, single crochet, come in the first space here, single crochet, and now grab the loops in the back and single crochet all the way to the middle. Very simple to do, just takes a bit of time to create these little leaves, obviously. Getting to the center, 1 chain, and now we are going to grab, okay, so you see we have the 2 V's, we attach the 2 um, leaves. Now we have one V here and we have one V here. So I'm going to attach it on my last V here. And close it with single. Come into the middle. Single crochet and start grabbing your loops from the back. And we're going to leave the last two out. So just going to push it back so you can see what I'm doing here. So here's your pineapple. So we're going to skip one space exactly on the same thing as this side. We skipped one. We attached our first one. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to skip one space and we're going to attach it back to back on the corner of the next one. Like that. Grab our leaf, turn it around, come on the first space, slip stitch, cut our thread, and slip stitch again. Now we are on the back, so we're just going to pass our thread or yarn, whatever you're using, through the back loops back here. I'm going to give it a knot, pass my thread through the center, and pull through a bit. Doesn't matter where you pass it here in the back, anywhere is fine, as long as it's secure back here. Sometimes it's tight to go through. You just pull it back out and go back in. Okay, it should be fine because we gave it a knot. Cut your excess. And you're pretty much, let me just back it out again. And you're pretty much done with the adding of the leaves on here. How gorgeous that looks. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you go ahead and you finish your other ones. I still have 3 more to go. Flowers and, of course, quite a bit of leaves. Once I'm done, I will take pictures and I will have it displayed, do a little video at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think about it, where you're from. And I thank you so much for being part of this journey. I hope you continue to enjoy your holidays, everybody. And may the best come for 2021, because 2020 has been horrible for a lot of people worldwide. So thank you so much, everybody, again, for all your support, your beautiful comments, and creating these beautiful pieces with me. Please don't forget to give it those thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps to grow the channel, and those thumbs up helps to circulate the video going around the world. Thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.